Hey, welcome to another episode of Tech Tools Review. If you are new to my channel or you're a long-time subscriber, you've probably noticed that all my videos are focused on tools or services for the internet. And the reason I do that is because I am working on the internet, and I also create a lot of content as well. So this is primarily geared towards people who either have a business online, who are content creators, or who just want to work online as well. And so with that being said, you want to have tools and services that will allow you to not only be more efficient but also be more effective as well. And so all the tools or services that I talk about, these are things that I actually use myself and that I feel that will be very helpful for other people as well. Now with that being said, if you are on the internet, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is, where do I need to be? Okay, and specifically talking about having a digital presence and specifically digital marketing. And so the number one place for people to do that is YouTube. And that's why I have the channel that I do. And if you notice that Tech Tools Review, it's a very small channel. I have 19 videos and 61 really cool subscribers. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed. But I also have another channel, which is my main channel, that I work on quite a bit, and this one has over 1,000 subscribers. And in terms of videos, this channel, I actually have, at the time of this video, 428 videos. So it's quite a bit of videos. Now if you are going to be getting into the YouTube space, which I really recommend that you do, then you're going to have either a lot of time, or you're going to have tools that will allow you to do this in a way that is going to be not only more efficient and effective, but also in a way that will allow you to be more competitive as well. And so the tool that I'm going to be talking about today and that I highly recommend is TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a plugin extension, and I use this for Chrome. And if you did want to support my channel and you wanted to get this plugin, you could check that out in the description area below. It is an affiliate link. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking primarily about some of the really key things that this tool can do, and it can do a lot. I mean, there's so many things that TubeBuddy can do. Now, I will say that TubeBuddy itself, it is quote-unquote free. There is a free version that you can install. However, I do recommend that you actually use the paid version if you are going to be doing this really seriously on YouTube. So I have the star version. That's the one that I recommend, and it allows you to do so many things. And so, for example, like right now, this is my main actual channel view, right? And so whenever you click on TubeBuddy, depending on what page that you're at, TubeBuddy will tell you what tools are available right here. So here, if I'm on this particular view right here, I could actually do channelytics or real-time sub counts. However, if I go to my videos view, you'll notice there are a lot more options available. So these are all the things that you can do with TubeBuddy on this particular page, and I'm going to show you a few of those. But that's something that I really find that is extremely helpful, and it's also very quick and easy, and a lot of the tools that YouTube already has in place, they are very helpful. However, they're not always in a way that is helpful for people who are managing this or creating content. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to get to your YouTube channel, you'd have to go to my channel, then you have to go to Video Manager before any of these options are available. However, with TubeBuddy, if you just click on here, you'll notice all the things that you would need for the most of the time. It's already available right here, just very quick and easy links. Okay, so that's first. Now let's go ahead and talk about some things that I feel that TubeBuddy, and these are some of the key ones. There's so many other features, but these are some of the key things that will allow you to improve your YouTube management right away. So the first thing is in your description area. Okay, so for a lot of people, if you are used to YouTube, you'll notice that there are upload defaults that you can have every time you upload a video. Okay, and so whether that be titles, description, or tags. And for a lot of people, especially people who actually want to market their channel, their brand, they're going to be putting a lot of information in the description area and also a lot of tags relevant to their channel. And so one of the things that I think like everybody will run into is that, say that you wanted to update your actual description area, okay, or your tags, okay, that could be a real pain, especially if you have a lot of videos. You know, if you had to manually go in and then also change your description, it could take days to do that, okay. And the same goes for your tags, and the same goes for your titles. And so one of the really powerful tools that it has is TubeBuddy allows you to bulk edit many things, and one of which is your description area. So I'm going to go over that right now. So say for example, I have this particular line that I wanted to add to all my descriptions, okay, but as I said earlier, I don't want to go back and manually add that to every single video that I have. Well, in TubeBuddy, it has a bulk feature, and there are many bulk features available, but for this video I'm going to show you how you can actually bulk add a line in your description area. Okay, so before I actually use this feature, let me show you the videos that I'm going to add the line to. Okay, so I'm actually going to be adding it to these two videos. So let me show you what I mean when I'm going to append this text. So here in my description, you'll notice that after this line here, I actually wanted to add this new 2 lines right here. Okay, now if I only had to do that to 1 or 2 videos, that's not a problem. But I have over 400 videos, so it's going to take me quite a while to do that. So I don't want to do that. So let me go ahead and close this out, and let me show you how this bulk feature will save you a ton of time. And as I mentioned earlier, there's so many things that this can do, but I'm just going to go over this text description. So here, what I want to do is I want to insert after text. So it's going to look in the description, and it's going to find the text that I want to search for. In this case, I'm looking for this line right here. Okay, and I want to add these 2 lines right here. Okay, now one thing is I do want to have a space in between this, so whenever I copy this over, before I put the lines, I'm going to press enter first and then paste it. Okay, so now when it pastes it, it will be a line between this and the previous line. So now I'll go ahead and continue. In this case, you have other options here. You could either do a search on all your videos, or you could load the most recent number of videos. Okay, so the default is 50, but you could change this number, or you could look it up by video IDs, videos in a playlist, or specifically phrases within a video. However, for this case, I'm just going to search the 50 most recent. And for the paid versions of this, you can actually select all your videos, and this is primarily for the star and legend version. But if you hit the pro version, you'll be able to only update 1 at a time. Okay, and the free one, I don't think you have this option. So as I stated earlier, I want to update these 2 videos. So I've just selected it. I'll go ahead and continue, and it's going to ask you once again if this is what you want to do. I say yes, go ahead and do it, and we'll go ahead and start. And it only takes a few seconds, which is awesome. And if there's any errors, it'll tell you that right there. So now it says it's completed. So we're going to go back to this video, and I'm going to check this video as well. So let's go ahead and open this up. And if you go to the description, there it is, exactly as we wanted it. Okay, and then if you go down here to my other video, it should be the same here. There it is. That new line's already been added, and that alone will save you tons and tons of time. Okay, but there are many other features, but that is one that I immediately saw that it's going to help me for the simple fact that I have so many videos, and me going to do that individually would just take so much time. So the other feature that it has, and this is related to your defaults, is with TubeBuddy you can have multiple defaults that you can use. Okay, and I'm going to show you how that's important. So here, this is my default that I have, you know, and for everybody who uses YouTube, you only have one default. But with TubeBuddy, you could have multiple. So here, say like I wanted a different default for different types of videos. Say I wanted different description or tags or even titles. So here I actually have two that I've set up. And if you notice, see, it changes because I have different tags for these types of videos. Okay, so this is where it's important for you to have this. So say I have this video right here, okay, and I have all these descriptions and tags, and I didn't want to go in and have to manually change all of this. Well, here, and I'm not going to do it here because I've already have the tags here, but here you can choose a different tag profile, and you can only replace the areas that you want, which is really, really awesome. And when you apply, it automatically change all of this. Okay, and so that, once again, in and of itself is an amazing feature that will save you a lot of time. And you're probably seeing a theme here with TubeBuddy. The whole purpose of it is to save you time and allow you to be as efficient as possible with your workflow. I mean, just these two examples alone I showed you will probably save you more hours than you would actually need to spend on other things, such as creating more content. Okay, so that's another feature, allow you to have multiple different profiles for your upload defaults, which is awesome. Okay, now another feature that I absolutely really find that will allow you to be more competitive is the fact that it has all these tag tools down here. And this is where, if you are marketing or you do SEO, then this is something that you'll be very familiar with. And if you're not familiar with these things, these will help you to definitely become more competitive in whatever type of videos that you're creating, and also allow you to make a lot better decisions when you're thinking of the tags that you want to use. So for example, these tags I've already put in, but I know that there's places that I can improve. And with TubeBuddy, it tells you quickly right away. Like for example, you probably notice I have these green symbols here, right? Well, what do these mean? What do these numbers mean? Well, this is what's awesome. Whenever you click on this, TubeBuddy will actually search YouTube and also Google, and it will tell you what this actual tag, whether or not it's a good one to use, or whether or not you yourself, you are top ranking on this. And the reason I have #1 on this is because this video, I'm the top ranking for all of this, which is awesome. Even though this is not a very good keyword, I rank on top for this. And at the same time, there are people who actually search for it, and the competition is very high, but with that, I'm still ranked on top. And so that is awesome. Now, like for example, what about other tags that you're not really sure of whether or not that is a good one for you to use? Well, you could just click on it, and it will tell you, Now, this isn't 100%. However, this will do so much for your channels, and it will allow you to choose tags that will be not only relevant, but will also be very good whenever you're trying to determine whether or not this is a good tag to use. In this case, this is really not a good tag to use. Now, ideally, what you want is very low competition and very high search volume. That's the ideal part. In this case, this one doesn't meet either one of the two, and I myself, I don't own any of these search results. See, all these other people have search results way ahead of me. So that means that I should not use this. So I'll go ahead and remove this, okay? And I could do this for all the other tags as well. And that is extremely powerful. See, this is a bad one for me to use, okay? And if you are somebody who's doing SEO, and this is why I love this tool, is that I could actually look at the tags that I have, but also look and see what other tags that I should use that will be better for this, And a lot of people who do SEO would use very long tail keywords. And I myself, I use the Google Keyword Planner, and so I'm trying to improve my SEO. So I'm going to be adding more long tail keywords, and with the TubeBuddy tool, I could do that a lot quicker. So another thing that you can use, there's many tools here, but the one that a lot of people will use is this Suggest tool. This is an awesome tool. So what it would do is it would look at all the tags that you currently have, and then what it would do is you could click here, and it will allow you to use different tags. Okay, it will suggest different tags to you, and it'll also give a score as well. So this will allow you to quickly think about other tags that you might want to use that's related to the tags that are in your video as well. And so that is another area where you can see the benefits of it right away. And there's also related tags as well that you could possibly use, So the way the interface shows it, it's very, very simple. It has this bar, but it also has a different analysis as well on here where you could see more details on this particular tag. So that for tags are very important. And so with that alone, that's going to allow you to be more competitive and also to use tags that are more relevant to the types of videos that you are creating and also the type of actually exposure that you want. Okay. Now, another area where TubeBuddy helps you in your actual detailed info is the fact that it tells you how many lines of characters that you have to use. Okay. Like this is something that is very important if you are doing SEO. Okay, here you can use a total of 100 characters here, 5,000 here in your description, and 500 words for your tags. And so if you didn't have this tool, you kind of have to guess, and at the same time, because you have this, you know how many more words or that you have left, how many more characters, so that you could maximize your SEO right here. Okay, so another feature here is that you could also create thumbnails. If you don't have a thumbnail already, you could actually create a thumbnail with a very simple thumbnail designer generator right here. So once again, saves you time. And also another place that I think that anybody who does YouTube can relate with is the fact that, whenever you make a change and you go back, it'll usually go back to the very first page of your videos, and that could be really, really painful. In this case, you could scroll through it right here with this menu, and here what happens is it usually shows up on the page that you're at. Okay, so if this video was on this particular page, then whenever you use this little explorer here, it'll only show those videos on the page that you were just at. Okay, so that makes it really easy for you to go back or edit different videos within that same page. So I'm going to save this here. And so just those items alone in this area, this is something that will definitely improve your workflow just in these areas alone. And so with all of these options that TubeBuddy has and many, many more, I really feel that there is no tool that is better than this for YouTube. Okay, and it does so many other things such as this. It has a health report. Okay, where you can quickly see a lot of really important information in a way that it's easy to absorb. If you look at Google Analytics, although it's very powerful, it's actually not the most user-friendly. In this case, you get really quick snapshots and you're able to adjust your videos and also adjust your strategy for a lot of the content that you're going to create. Okay, and then you can also see how well that you're doing, okay, or how well that you're not doing, and then you could focus on ways on improving it. Okay, and so other features that this has, it also has a best time to publish, which I really, really love. So when you do that, it'll analyze all your content and it will tell you what's the best time, and it shows you that by the day. It shows how many views it has for each day and also different time periods. And from this data, it tells you that the best time to publish is Sunday at 5 p.m. So all of this information is really helpful so that you can look at the days that make sense, and then you'll probably look at the graph and quickly realize that maybe you shouldn't upload on, say, like a Friday, okay, or Saturday, because they simply don't get a lot of views. Okay, so overall, I've given you a very high level description of areas where I think you can get immediate benefit from TubeBuddy. But like I said, there are so many other things that this particular tool can do, and I really feel that if you are doing this, specifically if you're doing this as a business and you're very serious about growing your brand, then I think a tool like TubeBuddy is absolutely essential. So if you had any thoughts on this and if you got a lot of value on TubeBuddy, be sure to leave it in the comments area below. And if I see that there are a lot of people who enjoy this video, then I might do a video of talking about other features that TubeBuddy provides. Thanks for watching this episode. And if you enjoyed these tutorials, reviews, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and of course, subscribe. And we'll see you on another episode of Tech Tools Review.